Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another watch list here today inside the boiler room. So, turn that down. So good morning once again. Thank you guys all for tuning in today on our live stream. Ideally, if this is your first time joining in, which most of you here right now probably aren't joining in for your first time, but if it is, all we do is do a brief watch list, answer some questions, look at some stocks, try and find what's moving today and present it to you. So first off, how about that watch list yesterday for CHEK? All right. I don't know if any of you guys noticed that, but one of the first stocks we mentioned yesterday, or I mentioned, was to watch CHEK. And sure enough, CHEK ran. What did it run yesterday? CHEK ended up running up yesterday 142%. Not bad. So I don't know if any of you guys caught that. Not sponsored by Nike this morning. I wish I was sponsored by Nike. Nike, I'm rocking your hat. Give me a sponsorship. Let's go. So yes, yesterday was a really good day. CHEK ended up running. If you guys don't know, I made a video on how you use a watch list, or sorry, how you use a scan criteria on FinViz to find stocks like CHEK. So I've put out a video how to use a penny stock scanner with FinViz, and that's the exact one I use to find CHEK. So LEDS, yeah, and I called that one a few weeks ago, had a nice pop. You're right. So again, it's practice and doing it every day that you'll learn how to do the same thing. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to cover this watch list today. Let me write down these stocks so I don't forget them like I did the other day. 1 second. So let me write these guys down. See, and then we're going to do cat. Those are really the only two that I really liked, isn't it? CHEK, cat. We'll talk about TVIX. Yep. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and start sharing the screen, and we're going to get into it. All right, so boom, boom, go like that, just like that. Share that screen. All right, we're sharing the screen. We're good to rock and roll. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So first thing on watch today is CHEK. So CHEK was a stock we mentioned to watch yesterday. Ended up running up about 140%. So it's had a nice run. Ideally, we're looking to get short on CHEK today as long as it stays below 1788, which so far it has. So what I would really like to see is I'd like to see a pop up here, maybe again a reject of that high a day from yesterday, and then to get short. That's the game plan, is to watch CHEK short. Please make me money today. Yeah, so ideally, CHEK up 142% from yesterday, and the idea is to get in short on it. And what we want to do is see if it rejects off of the yesterday's high around 1788 and take it short. This is most likely going to be one that if we do get short, we're going to hold on all day as it fades out. Very possible to see that. But at the same time, just because we're short or short bias doesn't mean it's going to go short. We could come up to 1788 and break out. So this is the testament. I want to see what we do here. All right, right up towards that 1788 area. So on TD Ameritrade, I don't have shares to short. I'm actually calling them this morning, or I already did call, because I'm trying to get into their hard to borrow program. So for right now, I can't find shares to short on CHEK through TD Ameritrade, but I can short them through TradeNet. So again, either way, short bias on CHEK. For most of you, it's going to be very challenging to find shares to short. It also doesn't mean that it's done running. It's very possible that this could continue running. But you also have to think that yesterday, right, the price of CHEK was right here, it was only $7. So yesterday, there was a lot more people that could afford CHEK. Today, it's $17. Less people are going to be able to afford CHEK. So that's going to, have a little bit of a dampening effect possibly on the stock, got to think. I wouldn't do puts on it. I personally wouldn't. It's a penny stock. The interest is probably low. It's best not to even do that. No. So Anywho, that's the first one. Short bias on CHEK today, unless it breaks over $17.88 or $18, then I'd be long bias. Next one is Caterpillar. This is a higher price stock. I actually did an option call on it. I'm going to see what. Well, let's hold on one second. I'm going to see where I'm at with that. Trade all products. One second, guys. Cat. So I'm actually down. I don't know if you guys can see this too clearly, but I'm actually down 9. Oh, it went away. Okay, so yeah, I'm right down here. I'm actually down $90 on my 2 contract calls for Caterpillar. So hopefully I turn green on that today. But yeah, I did option calls. I expect Caterpillar to maybe pop back up today. It had a massive sell-off yesterday. I mean, extremely big. It dropped from 161 to a low of 143. So I think dropped like 15 points yesterday. A really big dump, and I don't understand why. Their earnings were good. Their expected growth was good. Everything seemed very good, and they completely tanked. So I think it was an over-exaggeration. So I think that we might see it move up today. So I'm a little long bias on Caterpillar right in the beginning of the day. But I'm still watching it for continuation to the downside. So I am long bias or have a long bias approach on Caterpillar today. You know, kind of the game plan is this, to see that it stays, you know, stays trending up and stays above this 140 or 143 area. And as long as it does, I think we could see it pop up and maybe retest some key areas today, like 150. But if it's going to do that, we need the market to go green a little bit. The market needs to push up a little bit today to see Caterpillar really push back up, because Caterpillar is a big, big company, big blue chip. And when the market goes down, so does that blue chip stock. They don't move exactly together, but there is a relationship there. My strike price on those calls is 152.50. Yes, I will create a section on options. It is coming. There's things that need to be done before the options portion is implemented to the course. But yes, there is. I do intend on bringing that. Let's see. Skechers is one where I think it's just going to kind of flatline for a little bit now. Let's see, TVIX. So, okay. So again, long bias here on Caterpillar, but let's talk about the market real fast. So here's the market. You guys know about it. I've mentioned it for a long time. Market had a really big red day yesterday. The moving averages in here are getting closer together. You know, and again, a very bearish look right now. Again, most people don't know that interest rates increasing is bad for the stock market. Inflation's good, but interest rates going up is a bad thing for the market. And I think people don't understand that, you know, in general. But again, right, so we're starting to head back down. I think that this is kind of that final leg, maybe another bounce before we continue dropping. All right. American Eagle Outfitter. So again, real quick, bearish outlook on the market. Altogether, I think that the market might have another. It's hard to say. It's always so hard to say here pre-market, but I want to say we're going to have a red day, but I think what's going to happen is we're going to start off really choppy. I think we're going to go back and forth before either going up or down. So I think in the beginning of the day, we're going to see some chop here in the market. Let's see. I'll talk about MNKD here in a second, but next thing I'll be watching is TVIX, because TVIX, it ripped yesterday because the market was going down. And I specifically said that yesterday, that you only want to trade it if the market goes up. And sure enough, or sorry, when the market goes down. And yesterday the market did go down. If the market continues down today, you might want to watch TVIX and UVXY to be long biased. Okay. Now, those are all. That's it. That's the watch list. TVI, any inverse related ticker, UVXY to the market. Those are going to be some good ones to watch today, either short or long. And then I'll be watching Caterpillar, as I already stated, as it's starting to move back up. And then I will also be watching CHEK. All right. There might be some things moving right now that I don't have on my chart. So again, guys, that was the 3 stocks I'm watching: CHEK, TVIX, and Caterpillar. All right. So I'll take a quick look here at MARA. Probably nothing going on. Okay, so what happened with MARA? I don't know. Let's see. 422, no recent news. Okay. 1 year day. Okay, so just starting to move a little bit. Yeah, not really crazy about MARA. I mean, it just popped up and now it's already crashing pre-market. So not really too concerned about trading with MARA today. Again, it went up after hours, sure, popped up and then it dumped out. So if it can't stay up at 212 after the move up, it clearly doesn't want to be up to 212. So not long bias on that for right now. What else do we have? AEO. American Eagle Outfitters. So American Eagle Outfitters uptrending, has a high of 2203, prices down to 1933. So we're at 1933. Previous support area. So right now, technically speaking, AEO is near a support level. All right. So I don't follow it, but let's see, what's the range on it? 2068 to. It doesn't have extremely big range, but yeah, it is uptrending right now. I think that it's down to what? It's down to like $20. So yeah, it's down to some areas of support where you could consider buying, I think. MNKD, let me look. Up to 180s, 184. Probably not going to mess around with that. Actually, this might have a little spike. What was their news yesterday? Okay, there was nothing significant. I see no news from yesterday after hours. It's probably somewhere else on the internet, not on TD Ameritrade. So regardless, if you look at it, MNKD pop up, crash, went up, crash. So there's clearly not some strong buying pressure, not strong enough there on MNKD. Let's see. Let's see. NVS. NVS trending down. So yeah, nothing really going on there, long bias yet. Maybe towards the end of the month if the FDA approval thing goes through. Snapchat. Let's see what's going on. Snapchat. That doesn't work. Broke through there. Okay. Snapchat is right at some major resistance here with the 15.99 area. So I think that's probably going to give it some trouble. Yeah, 1590, some resistance. So again, Snapchat's on resistance, so I'm not really going to be long biased on that. Apple AAPL. Don't really follow Apple too much. Oh yeah, and again, big tech stocks. Tech stocks lead the market for the most part. So the market's going down, this is going down. Again, if you're going to trade big tech, big stocks like Apple, Facebook, for the most part, just follow the stock market. Whatever the stock market does, these are going to tend to do. They won't do it exactly, but if the market's going down, these will probably go down. Only on days where they have like crazy good earnings or some crazy looking news will these do something opposite of the market, okay? All right, let's see what's going on LEDS. Hmm. LEDS doesn't really have a cup and handle pattern taking place, but it might pop up a little bit today. Hold on, let's see. Maybe you can watch it just in case, but I mean, if you look at it, chances are it's not doing anything. Ready? Pop up, down, 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 pop up, down. So most likely LEDS is going to be going down today. I'd be more short bias on LEDS today. My key signal, what's my key signal to take a position on TVIX? The stock market. If the stock market's going down, that's my signal. If I'm looking at TVIX, for example, ready? I'll do this. So over here on the right is the stock market, and over here on the left is TVIX. Okay, if I'm going to take an entry here, I'm watching this chart. So if I want to buy over here, I'm watching over here. And once I see a pattern occur here, I'll hit the buy over here, right? Look at that. Ready? Look at the right there is that. This move down here on the stock market is what started this move up on TVIX. So I specifically watch the stock market, figure out what it's doing, and that's how I determine buying TVIX. Okay. Week 51. One second. So why is the market selling off? Well, there's a couple of reasons, right? I mean, people have been fearing the market crash for so long now, for one. There's 4 interest hikes this year. That's a bad thing. Sure, earnings might be good, but I mean, at the end of the day, this is the way I see it. Earnings, of course, are going to be good. The market has been flying. The market has been on fire. Inflation is crazy right now. Everybody has more money than they think right now. When someone opens up their 401k today, they're seeing that they have a bunch of money, right? But that's all, it's not even real, because it's only real once it's a realized gain, right? It's just like trading. A 401k, a retirement plan, it's the same thing as trading stocks, right? Your profit and loss can say $5,000, but that $5,000 is not real until it's a realized gain. Until you close out the position and actually lock in the $5,000, it's not even real. So when the market's on fire, people's 401ks are booming. Their SEP plans are booming. Their Roth, IRA, they're all booming, which makes people think they have more money than they really do, which causes an increase in overall economic growth because people are spending more than they technically really have. So the economy booms, companies have better earnings, but all in all, there should be good earnings when the market's flying, right? There should be. If there's not, that's a bad sign. But for one, the most important thing to always pay attention to is interest rates. If interest rates are going up, the market is not, that's a signal, right? That's not a good signal. And the market's at its high. It's for sure, right? The market is at the top. We could go a little higher. Sure, we could go up to 30,000. But right now we are at, I'm telling you, we're at the top of the market. Housing prices are ridiculous. Housing prices are bad. If housing prices are up significantly, you're at the top of the market, right? If housing prices in Florida started going down, that's another sign that the market's at the top, right? Like, we are at the top. Selling pressure, who knows, right? you know, again, we had good earnings. I think it's a multitude of things. Fear of market crash, interest rates going up. I think buying pressure may start slowing down here, right? It's just there's a numerous amounts of things, right? We can't always justify why. Let's see. I did not talk about Zest. So, how do you get the confidence? So the confidence is, I hardly am ever staying in trades. I hardly stay in trades very long. If I swing trade, it's usually for like 2 or 3 days for the most part. I don't do very long haul calls. But right now you should not be long term. I mean, like really, you shouldn't be opening up any new positions long term when the market looks like the way it does. It's not a good idea, right? You should be short bias on things right now. Trend is your friend. Right now we're trending down, so you should be short bias on a lot of things. I really don't recommend opening up any new long-term positions at all, for sure. So let's see. Anyways, we'll end it there. So anyways, that's where we're going to end it. Again, right? Markets are bearish, guys. Don't be long-term biased on a lot of things, right? Big blue chip stocks tend to follow the stock market unless a blue chip stock has some ridiculously good news, ridiculously bad news. If Apple has some really good news, sure, it'll trend against the market. TVIX, inverse related velocity funds, ETFs, UVXY, TVIX, VXX, things like that. Good to watch those when the market comes down. Recap, Caterpillar, watching Caterpillar today, watching CHEK, watching TVIX. Those are the 3 tickers. You don't need to fill up your screen with a million different things in order to trade, okay? Anywho, but most of the stuff I do is intraday, right? Most important thing, very easy to understand, trend is your friend. So if the markets are trending up, that's the way you want to be. If they're trending down, that's the way you want to be. So again, a little quicker today, not the biggest watch list. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Please give me a thumbs up before you head out the door here. Always remember to check our description box below. Also, I'll mention it again. I don't know how many of you are new or want to join our private group, but you have until May 1st to join our private group for 50% off. The coupon code is PennyStock15 for the monthly program. A link is in the description, and it's going until May 1st. So if you hit me up after May 1st for the 50% off, you won't be able to get it because the coupon code in the system is only valid until May 1st. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys all tomorrow morning for another watch list.